Good morning or good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're tuning in from. It's late morning here in Dallas and I just got out of the shower. I can't stand it because I have nothing on my skin. You can see how ready it is. But I'm going to be sharing skincare from the shower to the sink today. And I want to roll with it because I'm ready to get my skincare on my face. But let's start with a shower. Actually, in real time, let me show you what is in there. Here we go. You can see the shower is still wet. So the first thing is we've got Naturium. I was using Glow Getter for a while, and this one is amazing. It is the Smoother Glycolic Acid Body Wash. So good. And then I've got my razor. I forgot, what is the brand? It's not even on here. I have to find, they need to put the name. I've got my Fascia Blaster, a pumice stone, and then this was gifted to me from Naomi Watts' new menopause company. The jury is still out. I think it's a hair mask. And then, of course, the Kytera, which has revamped my hair. And then I do the Eradicate Acne Gel Cleanser only a few times a week in the shower. And I did do it today. That's probably why my skin looks ready. And then doing the Kate Summer, ooh, it's wet. Exfoliate, it's hard to say, Exfoliate. I need to get a new one. On my arms and my chest, game changer. Okay, to put some moisture back in my skin, I'm gonna use the Orpheus Resurrection Bioluminous Dewy Essence with the flower peptide. I love spritzing my face, either with rose water, preps the skin. Okay. Now my skin feels nice and prepped. I'm actually gonna start around the eyes because if you are over 50, you wake up randomly with sunken eyes, bags, or a combination of both. It's wild. So I've been using the Ordinary Straight Caffeine. I think it's from green tea, like EGCG, to get that tightening. I feel so good, and I go all the way around. It's not super moisturizing, so when I need a double punch, I've been using the Bliss Rest Assured Complete Eye and Vitamin C Depuffing Cream. So just put a little bit, not even a pea size. Use your ring finger, and then I just layer it. Let me know what you use. I am always looking. Don't pull too hard, but it is nice if you press down and go slow. It helps drain that fluid. And in fact, you know what I'm gonna do today? My sister gave me this. If you remember, we did a gua sha video together when we were out of town. And I take this edge. Oh yeah, it's nice and cool. So make sure you have the cream. You don't want to do this on dry skin. And then I drain, right? You want to have a place. Look how much better that looks. How crazy is that? Can you tell the difference? This needs a little bit more. Do not do gua sha without oil or something so that it glides. You do not want to pull your skin. Kind of hold your skin taut. See? That's how it's catching that puff. Oh, and it feels so good. Drain. Kind of do it on the flat side. That's what my sister's video shared. I was doing this. You want to kind of get it on the flat side. Can you tell the difference already? Love it. Love it. And I'm not gonna waste your time gua shaing my whole face, but I have been doing under here and my cheekbones. I found out you have, like, if you're like us, we're getting allergies right now. You can probably hear it in my throat. All the videos I've done this week, I found I sound very froggy. And there's like a big lymph node or something. Yeah, you can feel it. Sometimes it'll be tender if you press right underneath. So it's good to gua sha. Also to lift the eyes. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? Vanna cream. It's not sexy. It's drugstore, but I found this when I came back from Australia in January of this year with that crazy breakout, crazy hormonal and stress breakout. It is free of dyes, fragrance, masking fragrance, lanolin, parabens, and formaldehyde. It is super clean, very limited ingredients. So when I got my when I got my eyebrows laminated, you have to keep them moist from drying out. You don't want them to dry out. So I've been using the Vanna cream to prep the new brows, keep them moisturized. And some nights when I want just very little on my face, I use Epicutis, the trio, in the evening, but this is all about the morning. But when I don't, when I just a few nights a week want to keep it minimal, I just use that. It's amazing. Okay, now let's go onto the face. So I found a dupe for the SkinCeuticals Vitamin C, and it's the same ingredients. It smells the same. An esthetician called it weenies, like hot dogs, like when you open a packet, which sounds so gross. But it really does. It smells exactly, and it's called Nourish Max. Can you read that? Nourish Max Vitamin C, B, and E Ferulic Serum. It is so good. I put 5 or 6 drops, and then I push it into my skin so hard. I need a few more because I want to go down my chest because I exfoliated with the exfoliate all the way down. And you know, over 50, that in between, I know I'm kind of getting a little risque there, but ladies, you got to take it all the way down. Let that sit in for just a second. I can tell it's almost like my skin drinks it up. It loves it so much. Oh, it feels so good. All right, then we move on to the U Beauty. I need to reorder. I love face oils. I love face oils. Do not be afraid of face oils. And ladies, if you have oily skin and you think that you can't do oils, it is a myth. The super intense face oil, and what I love about this, it has astaxanthin. I think that's how it gets the color. Astaxanthin is a powerful, powerful antioxidant that is, I don't know, it's like sea algae, or it's raised in the ocean, has all those vitamins and minerals. Same thing with this. Get it a little warm, and then I push it into your skin. And then you can do a little bit of face manipulation, right? I'm not gonna do the gua sha today. But you can do it with your fingertips, like face yoga. And I do like really pull up. Watch. How amazing is that? It's all about that fascia. Look how much better the hollowing and the bags under my eyes are. Insane. Okay. How are you gonna love yourself today? If you saw my latest video, sitting outside in the red dress, that was a hard one, y'all. That was a hard one, but this is a conversation that I've been having in private with my clients. It is not a popular conversation, right? The self-loathing, the self-hatred. But when you are trapped in people-pleasing, it really is anger towards yourself. I mean, we really are frustrated and resentful. So much resentment begins to harbor year after year after year. So at the end of the day, you really think that you're mad at everyone else. and they're the bullies and they're taking you for granted. But when you begin to heal, I know I said this in the video, but it bears repeating. When you begin to heal, you realize all of that anger is really toward yourself and can be so deep that it's actually self-hatred. And that's what it was for me. So, are you going to choose you today? How are you going to choose you today? How are you going to choose you today? Okay, what else? What are we going to use? What do I need today? You know what? I have no idea where I found this. It's called M61 Powerful Skincare Hydra Boost Gradual Tan Serum. And it has peptides, vitamin B, hyaluronic acid, and aloe. And it's got the self-tanner. So I'll put it on, and then I've got meetings this afternoon. Have one client on Zoom. Same thing. It was about 5 pumps. And I'm not pushing it as hard, just patting it. You can smell the self-tanner, but I'm getting a little pale. I do this probably twice a week, and it gives just a nice glow. So you're not having to do that extra step with a really drying self-tanner. And I was using those face drops, and they're okay. But I came across this and I was like, you know what? That sounds really interesting. So I have the hyaluronic acid. It feels so good. See this layering? Over 50, actually over 40. You gotta layer the skincare. Layer the skincare. It's easy to remember. Layer the skincare. You know, like I said, less is more in a lot of situations over 50. But finding what curate what works for you. We all have different skin. We all have different issues. If you're not doing Botox and you're not doing fillers and things like that, maybe your wrinkling is different than somebody that's completely frozen all the time. I'm still doing little tweaks with Botox, but I'm slowing down on all of that. Oh, you know what? Gotta wash my hands. I'll be right back, or it's gonna stain. Okay, I'm back, and my skin is looking nice and prepped for the day. And then I'm a little red here from draining that lymph node, which is great because that's just some blood flow there. It's all about the blood flow and keeping the lymph. We have so many lymph nodes in our face, so many, and in our head. And you've seen me talk about the scalp massage for the hair regrowth and all of that. And I know that this seems extensive, especially you busy mamas. You've got to get the kids ready for school. This might not be attainable for you. So these things are interchangeable. I would do this before I would do this if I had to choose one. And then do not leave the house without your SPF no matter what. And I cannot rave enough about the Skinny Confidential caffeinated SPF. I am able to use this on days when I have a light day, just going to the gym, bar class, running errands, whatever, hanging out with Aaron. I don't want to wear makeup, but this gives me enough coverage, and it has the caffeine. I am all about the caffeine. You know me, I will promote anything if it actually works. I want everyone to know about it. Oh, it just feels so good. And the neck. I'm going to be out and about, so cover the décolleté, ladies. Do not forget your chest. Residual on the back of the hands. I mean, you don't need much. So I love to do lash extensions. You can judge me all you want, but that takes so much time because my real lashes are nubs. They're on the struggle bus. So to do lash primer, mascara, it takes so much time, and the brows. So if my brows and my lashes look decent, maybe put a little spot covering on, like I've got a little blemish right there that I'll look up with. But I think, is that it? That's it, ladies. Skincare from the shower to the sink. Let me know what else you want to talk about. It's kind of like a big sister chat, right? So when we think of loving ourselves, this right here, this is part of your self love self-care routine. So be mindful of the areas of your life that you're kind of betraying yourself, you're abandoning yourself. And I know the other video when I mentioned that, it's very deep. But even in the areas that seem a little more simple, like skincare, like drinking enough water, which I've got my electrolytes right here. Drinking enough water, giving your body what it needs. And yes, the new, I think it's pumpkin spice Stanley. I had to get it because, you know, I love orange. Sending you so much love today. And I challenge you to get out there and walk in love. Lead with love. Radiate love today. Loving yourself, it starts with you. We cannot give away what we do not have. And ladies, you are a daughter of God. Loving you as a daughter of God is actually honoring God because he created you. What should we chat about next? Leave a comment, tell me what you want to see. And if you haven't seen the latest video on loving yourself and continuing that conversation with healing people pleasing, check out this video. And as always, crown up.